We're fixing to come by one of our favorite auction houses, D.L. Webb Family Auction here at Choctaw. Let me tell you what, inside that building is anyway, what I was going to say about the auction house back down the road, it's at really, I think Choctaw is the address for it. He has auctions Saturdays at 4 o'clock, I think is when he starts it, and he does the stuff outside. Then he goes inside, and he has a set time usually that he does furniture. I have been selling antiques and bargain hunting, I mean, for years, really for a long time, and that's one of my favorite places to go to. He's a really fast auctioneer, and everybody sits in these seats. They're all movie theater seats, and you sit in your seat, you go early, and you get a piece of duct tape, and you sign up and you get your number. Well, then you take that duct tape and you put it on your seat with your number, and that's reserving your seat. You can only reserve your seat that day after you get your ticket. And if somebody moves your tape, when you go back in there, let's say we go to town to eat and shop or do something, and we come back out there, somebody's sitting there, you tell them to get up. I mean, some people have permanent seats, and if you get their seat, boy, I tell you what, you'll get talked about. But they have to get there, just like everybody else. There's no favoritism. And used to be, they had a woman there. I think it was his grandmother. Maybe it wasn't. She had a grill in there. She cooked one of the best hamburgers. Sometimes we'd just go up to the auction to get the burger. And he used to do a money giveaway. If you were there before the auction started, and you were there at the end of the night, he would draw a number, and it would go from $50 to $100 to $150 to $200, whatever, till somebody won it. And he stopped doing that. Too many people were coming and just sitting like they were at the movies watching the auction, and they'd eat her burger and have a drink, maybe some popcorn, and then they'd stay for the drawing. There's 346 on gas. Anyway, they would stay for the drawing, and they weren't buying anything, and they were filling up the seats, I'm telling you. Us people that were buying was having to stand in the back if you didn't get there early enough. So he stopped doing that, and that's a shame, because I think, you won it one time, didn't you? Our friend won it one time. $50, I think is what it was. That's fun, because your odds there, let's say you got 75 people there, and your odds are pretty good compared to going to Tunica. Anyway, I just wanted to share that about it. If you're ever in the area, it's a really good auction to go to. And he does a thing where you get around the table after he has sold the primary stuff off the table. If he can't get bids, he'll just say, y'all come gather around. Well, then you bid, and the highest bidder gets to pick what's on the table however many times you want, whatever's on there. And it can get pretty elbowy and reach around. And I have reached around many, many people that were trying to cover and hoard something. It's really quite an art. Let me turn this camera around. See this view right here? This view used to not be here, but the tornado that came through Clinton several years ago, I used to date the boy that lived in that house right there. the tornado came through here. Look at that red roof. We can't even see it. Oh, there's a cabin with a red roof over there on the mountainside, way over. Let's see if we can get it. See, I don't know. No, you know, there it is. Somebody's living the dream. Living the dream. Well, anyway, the tornado came through here and made this view. And then it went all the way across the mountains and kind of followed the highway over to Shirley and went on over and hit, there's Archie Fork. It's a beautiful river. And we're in Clinton, Arkansas right now, in case you're wondering. But the tornado went over and hit Mountain View also and did quite a bit of damage over there. It was a really, really bad tornado. I can't remember. I know we had a few fatalities in that tornado. Here's the new Tractor Supply. Where's it? Can't even get in the picture. Everybody loves Tractor Supply. Yes, we do. Anyway, they've got a real nice little park here in Clinton that they built along Archie Fork. And it's just a good place to take a stop if you're out bike riding, you know, motorcycle riding or whatever. We used to pull over here. We'd eat it up here at the Huddle House. And hopefully we'll get to do it again someday. That right there is the old roller skating rink, and it's got a wooden floor. I skated in that thing when I was about 16. I'll never forget the sound of it. Hi. So we left our friend's mother's ranch. We got the attic, the upstairs guest room, which is a suite, emptied out, and the 2 extra guest bedrooms that had double closets with Jack and Jill bathroom. We got all that cleared out. The man's buying all the furniture that's in the house, the guy that bought it. So it's really late. Look behind me. Look at that skyline. Man, I'm telling you, this is Highway 65 South. Like I said, coming south out of Marshall. We're headed to Clinton, and at Clinton they have a Western Sizzling. Kevin, you like Western Sizzling, don't you?
I do like it.
Well, the Western Sizzling we like, I don't think they exist anymore. We used to could go and you could buy the salad bar. No, yeah, buy the salad bar, and no, you bought the dinner, like your steak dinner, and the salad bar came with it, and on the salad bar was chicken and I mean everything, all of the food. So we would pack like another meal in the salad thing and then have our steak meal. So we were like getting 2 meals for one, and it was good back then, wasn't it? But the best thing we had was in North Little Rock, they had a Luby's cafeteria. Luby's. You loved your Luby's, didn't you?
I did.
At Luby's, you can eat all you can eat for one price. And we would sit there, and Kevin would eat about 5 steaks. At least 5 steaks, something like that. It was crazy. And then they went out of business. Kevin, you put them out of business?
I helped.
In those steaks. And it was always a bargain price. We're bargain hunters. But Kevin, you know, he doesn't eat as much now, but golly, he used to just be a bottomless pit, a skinny bottomless pit. And he gets topped off now pretty easy, though. But anyway, we're headed to Western Sizzler. Now, even though my girlfriend lives up here, she says it's terrible. It's horrible. I get sick every time I eat there. Well, we're still going to try it. And we may regret it. But anyway, I just want to talk to you about the steakhouse. The Bonanza. Oh, man, the Bonanza restaurants. Those were the ones, too. And they had one about 10 years ago. They shut it down. The last one that I know of was in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And they gave us the best service every time we went. We'd take the ball team in there. We'd be playing tournaments down there. And we'd take the baseball team in there. And they'd always give us a room and just treat us the best. It was just always wonderful. But those days are gone. Long gone. Anyway, if you remember Bonanza deals and the Western Sizzling deals, comment please and tell us your experience with it.